Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. Here we go. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. The Milwaukee Bucks coming to this one following a loss to Chicago and the Bulls in the Windy City. Murray outside. To the paint. 5 to shoot. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Oh, what a feed by Murray. He's got that pass-first mentality. You always want to play with guys that play that way.
Now here's Simmons. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Now, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6. Continuously working in close. Billups earning that bucket.
Caldwell Pope outside. Down low. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Murray. Outside, Billups kicks it out to Johnson. Outside, Billups. Wide open look here for Murray. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. They set the pick. Here's Irving. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. To the middle. Here's Duncan. A shot. No good. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And Murray. Here we go. Irving with the steal. Here's the break. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Milwaukee. No good that time either. Right side Billups. Johnson. Wide open. He fires. And a miss there on the triple. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, Kevin, Rick Carlisle gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Now, Coach immediately recognized the many talents of Kyrie Irving. One thing he pointed out was not losing Irving on defense. Coach said Irving is just as dangerous without the ball. We can't let him get behind us. We have to make sure someone is on him at all times. Back to you.
Thanks, David. Irving drives in. It's good.
Well, put it on the deck, get into a gap, and get a bucket. That is Kyrie Irving at his best.
Greg, you love this topic more than anyone. When you think about the best ball handlers of all time, where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
Simmons can't get it to go. We've got 1:48 left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Johnson. And it's Johnson with the jam.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
My goodness, defense was there, but Ben Simmons makes that finish look easy.
To the left wing. Billups with the ball. For the three. And the Pacers another three.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pass to Irving. Knocked away. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Duncan. The Pacers making a switch here.
Substitution for your Pacers. Jabari Smith.
Here's Billups. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. And stolen by Irving. Driving inside. Good, and Butler gets the assist.
I could make the case Kyrie Irving is the best ball handler of all time. On the dribble drive, look out.
On the wing, Koulibaly. Pass to Murray. Back to Billups. The tray. And DeJounte Murray with the three.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Shoots from 8. Here's Duncan. Back to Simmons. And it's good for 2.
Well, this is exactly where Ben Simmons looks to become assertive. The closer he is to the cup, the more dangerous he is.
In the corner, it's Koulibaly. For 3, Murray. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Indiana Pacers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Pacers.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
The other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
And so it's Young who brings it up for Milwaukee. They trail by 7. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home.
And sweet drive there. KCP, a smooth operator with terrific straight line speed.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. You love him if he's on your team. You can't stand him if he's playing against you.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Murray outside. Off target from 3-point range. And Milwaukee has possession. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. DeJounte Murray is not one for the fast lane. He said, I come from all that stuff, but I've been done that. I'm a homebody. I'm focusing on basketball. There's a lot going on in this world, so it's about being smart. Kevin, growing up in South Seattle, he's seen it all. Back to you.
Yeah, you know, David, he counts himself fortunate to have escaped all of that. Thank you. The Pacers shooting their first free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
No good on the free throw. And DB, the measurables jump off the page for Coulibaly. 6'8" with a 7'2" arm span.
Kev, that's the kind of length that would allow somebody to be a menace defensively. Let's remember, he was the 7th pick back in 2023. The Wizards clearly very high on this young guy's potential.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
That's a jump ball.
From downtown. And the Bucks miss again. Indiana leading. Here's Hachimura. And the dunk by Hachimura.
Hachimura can make play after play above the rim. This guy's got a natural, gifted, athletic frame.
Young outside. Pass to Clingan. Paxson coming off the assist from Young. Klingan's got the game tied up here for the Bucks. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. To the inside. Coulibaly with it. Indiana moving it around. Hits it from 3-point range. Garland's got his first 3 points of the game.
Oh, Darius Garland asserting himself. The answer back from distance.
Outside Gordon. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
For 3.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
Pass to Hachimura. In the corner, it's Coulibaly. And here's Smith. And here's Matthews from the arc. And Clingan pulls it down. 1:31 left in the first half. Harris outside. It's taken away by Smith. On the wing, Coulibaly. Smith with it. Clingan defending. Smith outside. Shot clock at 6. Hachimura the screen. And here's Matthews from the arc. Nailed from 3-point land.
That's a really good play call. Right where Matthews wants it. He's a master of the catch-and-shoot game.
Inside. Simons. And the slam dunk by Simons.
Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Now Gordon following Hachimura's 3-point attempt. And the basket by Harris.
And through hard work, this has become Harris's bread and butter. A knockdown shooter off the catch.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Indiana trailing here. Here's Garland. Outside for Murray. 11 seconds left here in the second. The three. Good on the triple. Murray's got 6 points. 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And the rejection by Jackson. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Pacers lead by 2. Live from Gainbridge Fieldhouse, you're watching 2K Sports. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Simmons can't get it to go. The 7th pick in 2017, Lauri Markkanen. Almost a throw-in that Donovan Mitchell trade.
That's incredible to think of now in the context of this guy becoming an all-star in his own right, Kevin. I mean, Markkanen is a 7-footer who's got efficient offensive numbers, like 50, 40, 90 type numbers. He is an uncommon talent.
The Bucks trail. Caldwell Pope left side. Stolen by Markkanen. Phillips with the ball. Outguarded by Simmons. Here's Jackson. And the layup's good off the glass. Jackson's got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Pacers.
And that is quickly becoming Jackson's domain. He's such a strong finisher in the paint.
And stolen by Murray. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Now, here is Irving. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Here's Caldwell Pope. 7-point differential. Outside, Simmons. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. And that's now 6 points for Ben Simmons. Right side, Phillips. Markkanen in the corner. Murray for 3. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
There's a screen. Here's Butler. Out to Duncan. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Pacers leading by 5. Outside, Markkanen. Indiana moving it around. Simmons with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Duncan at the elbow. And Chauncey Billups gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Doris, it's great to see the excitement that surrounds women's basketball currently, isn't it?
It's great, Kevin, that these incredible players with a high skill level are being acknowledged, not only for that skill, but the quality of play, the competitive spirit of these women. They have worked as hard, and they should get as much recognition. This is a 7-footer with some big-time vertical. Markkanen makes that look effortless.
Outside, Simons. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Simons has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work. He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
They get it back. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Nobody near Irving. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
I mean, if you want to chase him off the line, that's fine, but that ability to dribble drive, this guy is impossible to guard. Kyrie Irving.
Here's Milwaukee now. They're on a 10-2 run here. Here's Butler with the drive. Can't connect from short range. And so here is Indiana. It's a one-point game. Phillips, double team. Pass to Jackson. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. Three-pointer. Here's Butler. And that one hits back iron.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Johnson gets the bucket.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Here's Irving. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Guys, Kyrie Irving, stronger than he looks, absorbs the contact and still converts.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
And here's Garland for three. Here's Coulibaly. A three-pointer, no good. And here is Simon. 7 points in the game. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. For Milwaukee, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Pacers trailed by 3. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Outside, Markkanen. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Markkanen's got 5 points in the quarter. Young taking his time here. Rebound by Smith. Now Garland. In a wide open look for Hachimura. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
Oh, and that's a monster shot to close out the third.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Here's Billups. Outside, Markkanen. No good with the triple. Bucks trailed by 3. Puts up a deep 3. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
An occasional over-the-back call is fine with him. That's just how he plays and how he attacks the glass.
Well, they like to fly in at the last moment rather than establish position early.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He has decided it's the right time to talk. From our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. Now, they've been happy with the way the team is shooting. He reminded players to keep taking those threes, that they've had some clean looks. But 3 goes in, it's always a welcome sight. Guys?
Thanks, David. Now an update on Ben Simmons from David Aldridge. David, what'd you find out?
Guys, I was able to catch up with the Bucks' head athletic trainer. And this is an unfortunate injury and potentially devastating for them. There's never a good time for injuries, but right in the thick of the season, this is a difficult one to navigate. Kevin?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know Greg how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
There's no question, because even if you know what's wrong, individuals have different healing times. The time frames can be totally different for similar injuries. There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Right side, Butler. Duncan high post. Kicks it out to Gordon. Just 5 to shoot. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Caldwell Pope and a missed layup. Indiana leading by 4. Out to Smith from the arc. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Outside Butler. To the inside. And there's the foul. It's on Coulibaly. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Now here's Gordon. 6 to shoot. And it's Butler missing. And it's Indiana's ball. Billups with the ball. And the layup is good. Now it's a 6-point Pacer lead.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He knows every possession is critical now. So both teams changing it up here.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Simmons. And he gets the bucket.
Ben Simmons.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Here's Billups. Banked in off the glass. Billups has got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
No good from Simmons. Pacers leading by 6. Here's Murray. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And I like to see Murray dictate the action like that inside. On the front foot, forcing the defender into a foul.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's an 8-point game. And here is Simmons. In the corner, Irving with it. To the paint. The shake. Rebound by Smith.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Driving to the basket. Here's Murray. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
And you know, one look at Murray's game, and you can tell he's been well coached over the course of his career. His awareness, his work ethic, this guy is just always bringing it.
Well, more and more you see big men working on the outside shot, and this guy has one of the better ones in the league.
Now, Coulibaly. Murray outside. The rebound by Young. Bucks trailed by 8. Irving looking over the floor. And he gets it to go.
Man, that is a good one. Kyrie really just comes alive when the game gets tight.
Murray outside. And they double up Murray. Pass to Billups. A three. Rebounded by the Bucks.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Three-pointer, Butler. It's Chauncey Billups with the rebound. And so here is Indiana. 6-point lead.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, great. He can get up a few notches higher. Now Duncan. Back to Butler. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And so the Pacers take the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor.